Hey everybody, Teresa here. Just wanted to give you some tips about Merch by Amazon, some things that I'm hearing about that I think that we need to talk about and address today. So last year, if you know, about this time, there were a lot of problems that were happening in Amazon, and this is specifically for your Merch by Amazon products. So some of the things that were happening was there were the freezing of the uploads that happens every year. It has for the last 2 years since Merch by Amazon began. So that's something to expect, right? After a while, you begin to notice these patterns and you start taking a look at them a little bit closer. Then last year, after Christmas, there was a lot of issues with problems with throttling, okay? And everyone is talking about throttling. Just that's what a lot of the conversation has been about. And we still are hearing a lot of conversation even about throttling all throughout the year. So it was big time last winter. And then, a lot of people have theories that that throttling just kept going and it never really quit or ended. That Amazon is basically controlling how many people get to see your products. Okay, they're not showing it to everyone in the Amazon algorithm in the search engine. It's hard to know if that's true or not, but there has definitely been evidence of slower sales overall. So just about everybody that is in the Merch by Amazon world, if you've got products that you're selling, I think everyone can say without a doubt that the sales are definitely different today than what they were a year ago and even 2 years ago. Definitely different. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things have happened with Merch by Amazon and with the search engine algorithm that Amazon has put into place starting last January. And then, of course, there were increases in fees, right? These are some of the problems that have been happening. So, what this has been doing is advice that I've been hearing a lot of is I need to lower my prices down. Okay. So everyone talks about the theories of price changes. Some say raise your prices up, some say raise your prices down. And if you do these things, this is going to give you more organic sales on Amazon. Well, I think that with experimentation in both of those angles, by lowering the prices down and lowering the prices up, the sales did not necessarily increase significantly either way with doing that. It may not have give enough power in the Amazon search engine in order for you to keep getting those sales consistently, right? So if you do price changing, just like if you were to sell FBA on the Amazon platform and Seller Central, it's going to have to be constant price changing, all right? And you know what I'm talking about if you are an FBA seller or you've had a lot of experience in the past with selling FBA. This is something that you're going to have to do on a daily basis if that is an area where it could help to jiggle the algorithm around with Amazon a little bit and help get you some more sales periodically, okay? Another theory out there is the constant uploading, that you just have to be uploading constantly every day. You just don't have enough designs up, okay? You don't have enough products created. You need more products, more products, more products. A lot of this is coming from the Amazon FBA world because a lot of the same people who are doing well with Merch by Amazon started with Amazon FBA, okay? And I'm from that world too. I have done and continue to do a lot of Amazon FBA. And that was a lot of advice that was given back then that I now do not believe any longer. There's some myths there that needs to be dispelled that I have discovered in testing for myself. So when I start hearing people say the same thing in the merch world as what I've heard every other place out there, it's common. I hear it over and over again, and you start to get people with panicking and feeling like they're going to lose everything. And a lot of this, I don't know if you want to call it a mindset of lack. starts to come into play, or even a scarcity mindset, and you want to change that just a little bit in your mind so that you can keep focused and continue working on what you're doing. All right. So you need to have a little bit different mindset of, hey, it's no problem. We'll just make an adjustment. We'll just make a tweak over here. We're going to start doing things a little bit differently, and then we'll start to see more consistent sales. So we've got the throttling, we've got the price changing, we've got the constant uploading. We've got all of these things. Why? Because everyone is only talking about organic sales on Amazon. But this is what I'm not hearing. This is what I'm not hearing people say, and I think it needs to be said. This is what I've known for a very long time. Probably back before Merch by Amazon was even created. Things that I started to really dive into and learn and test and use in the business overall. No one is saying, hey, why are you relying only on Amazon for your sales? No one is saying, hey, why are you relying on Amazon to build your business for you? Why are you relying on Amazon to do all of your marketing for you? Okay. So what you're doing is you're taking your business and you're putting it into Amazon's hands and letting them take full control, charge of your business. Now, who would really do that? For most business owners and entrepreneurs, your business is your baby. That's like taking your child and saying, well, I'm just going to have this person raise this child for me over here. They're going to raise them for me. They're going to do all of these things, and it's going to work out okay. Here's the problem with that, is that you don't have a say. You don't have control. You're not going to be able to be in charge of what is truly yours. So you've got to take ownership of your business. Okay, take responsibility for it, take ownership of it, and say, all right, I'm not going to give the control of my business over to Amazon or any marketplace, because I have no control over any marketplace out there. Unless you are the owner of that marketplace, you really don't. So it doesn't matter if it's Amazon or if it's eBay or if it's Etsy or what kind of marketplace it is. There's a lot of things that are just out of your control. That's just, that's what it is. And you are using the marketplace because you're in hopes of a lot of organic sales. All right, now here's the issue, is that there's more and more and more people coming into the marketplaces. So there's a little bit more saturation that's happening. And with in e-commerce, if you only do marketplaces and that's it, you never get to the point of actually building your business. You just say, well, I'm just going to sell these things on these marketplaces, and then I'll make a lot of money, and that will be the end of the story. That really isn't the way that it happens. That's not really how a company, grows its business. That's not how a CEO is going to operate and think about how they're going to comfortably grow their business. How you do it is you begin by building a brand. You got to build a brand from day one. Start thinking about, what is your company? Who are you? What do you represent? What do you want the shoppers and the buyers to associate with you and your products? What types of products do you put into creation? What are the things that people love the most? And you begin to focus your business more and concentrate everything towards your audience. So you want to get to a point where you're building your audience and you are building your brand. Now, there's really, really important things about building your brand. When you finally have a brand that you're building, people begin to hopefully have positive associations with your brand. They begin to see the value that you are getting because of everything that you're doing with your marketing. You are building that brand. And when you get that brand built up, you are then able to start raising up your prices. So here's what the question is how do you get your brand built? First of all, you've got to write down, what are we about? What is our mission? What is our purpose? What types of products do we sell? Who are the people that want these products? Okay. Now your next step is figure out, where are your marketing channels? That's part of your brand. That's part of your brand development, is Where is our marketing channels? Where can we reach people with our products? And where can we do that organically? So where are the people hanging out that would be interested in everything that you have to offer? And I will guarantee you, for Merch by Amazon sellers, one of those marketing channels is definitely Pinterest. It is very, very easy for you to get over there and start building your brand. Once you do that, you're going to be able to blow away your competition. And you no longer have to worry about whatever happens in any marketplace that you can't control. You don't have to worry about that anymore. What you've now developed is a brand that has a loyal following, people who are repeat shoppers, and they're willing to pay more for your products because they know who you are, they've built a relationship with you, and they trust you. So these are all the components of building your brand. If you were to begin now building your brand, a year from now, you will be very happy with the results that you will see. So I challenge you to do this, to start thinking about how you could do things differently so that you can capture more sales in your business, and stop chasing your tail with how do we figure out this constant changing marketplace, because it will be constantly changing. That's not something that you can control. But what you can control is your brand. What is our marketing channels? Where are we going to take our brand out to the people who are interested in what we have to offer? And think about what your offers are. Okay, what are your product offerings? If you put all of that together and start connecting the dots, then you're building a business. You're no longer saying, well, I sell these products on Amazon and that's it, end of story. If someone were to say, what is your business about? You might think, well, I don't know. I never thought about that before. I'm not sure what my business is about. I'm not sure. And you begin to, wake up and realize, wow, okay, maybe I should take a step back and start thinking about branding and the importance of brand development. Think about the channels of marketing that your brand really needs to be into, and how can we do this organically? Now, one mistake that a lot of people do is they want to run ads. They want to run ads everywhere. They want to do Facebook ads. They want to do Google AdSense. And then, of course, the first thing that I hear with Pinterest marketing is, can I run ad campaigns? And I will tell you that that's the last thing on the list that you want to do. You do not want to walk in and think that you can take a shortcut straight to ads. It's going to blow through your budget really fast. So more money being spent does not necessarily mean that you're going to be building a bigger business any faster. In fact, it might slow you down because now you're out of money. And let me tell you, those things can blow through your budget pretty quick unless you've got some organic marketing strategies in place. And Pinterest is definitely one of them, where you cannot just rely on ads or just go there straight out of the gate. Why? Because it's not really a platform of social media. It's really a search engine. So the way to do Pinterest marketing is to treat it like a search engine, and it's all about your keyword research. So you have a lot to leverage over there organically, but you have to be doing things very, very consistently. So think about building your brand. Think about things that you can do so that you're no longer worried about what Amazon does. It doesn't matter if they start to throttle. It doesn't matter if they raise their fees. It doesn't matter whatever algorithm they change in the marketplace. Why? Because you have your marketing channels. You are building your brand. You are not totally and completely reliant on any one marketplace anywhere. And of course, you can take all of this into your own store, create your own place, your own website, your own Shopify store, wherever it is that you want to be. So now it is truly up to you, and it is in your control, which is where your business should be. Okay, these are all of the things that that I see very common out there. And I will tell you this, I have been doing marketing, specifically Pinterest marketing for some high selling companies that are out there. All right. I've done some that were doing millions of dollars of sales and did their complete Pinterest overhaul and setup and everything. And I see, you know, what's going on there. Their branding is spectacular. They know who they are. They know where their channels are of how to reach people. They've got everything in place, and they are not reliant on any of the marketplaces. The marketplaces is kind of like the icing on the cake. It's just, you know, extra. It's considered extra. And I'm seeing this with companies outside of the United States as well. Okay, so I'm working currently with a 7-figure company that is not even in the United States. And I did some work with doing their complete overhaul with Pinterest. And now we're doing a little bit more of management of that and how we can reach these people. And I'll tell you what, by just that account overhaul, they started to get sales immediately. Now, is that the only marketing channel that they're in? No, they have their other channels as well. And you can integrate those channels to start working together for you for your marketing channels, which they've done a terrific job of that. It just happens to be that Pinterest wasn't one of them, and they knew that they had to get that on board as well. So now I'm working with a team, we're integrating all of that very, very effectively. So I can tell you from the 6-figure and 7-figure sellers out there that this is what you need to be doing, and that is going to take you away from feeling as though you are totally dependent and reliant on Amazon for all of your product sales. Okay, so that's the biggest mistake I see happening in the Merch by Amazon world, and I want to help you dig out of that. I want to help you dig out of that hole of feeling like I'm not getting the sales that I wanted to. Maybe I should just abandon this completely. If you want help and a little bit of guidance, I've got a free Pinterest quick setup guide that I created. I literally wrote it last night because I'm just hearing so much about this and feeling very passionate that I need to be doing something to help you get more focused and to help you understand and guide you and better direct you as to, you know, how can I do this? So definitely click on the link that is located here in the video. Get the free Pinterest quick setup guide. I wrote this one last night to help you get off the ground and get going. It will literally take you 10 minutes to get through so that you get your account set up and going. No more excuses. It's not very hard. It really isn't. A lot of the myths that you're hearing out there are not true. All you have to do is just get going, get started. I take you through step by step. It's quick, it's fast, it's easy. In 10 minutes, you could be done with it. And then you can go on with the next thing. So a lot of this stuff doesn't have to take a lot of time. And you can get everything up and running and going fast. So that is free as a quick setup guide exclusively for Merch by Amazon sellers. Definitely check that out. The link is here. Click on it, go get it. No excuses, right? No excuses. Get this done. No reasons why you can't. There's no barriers here. No barriers to entry. Go do it. Go get it done. And then what's coming up is a challenge. And I'm writing the challenge right now for all of the Merch by Amazon sellers. And this challenge is going to be a 3-week challenge. And it's challenging you to not only have your Pinterest account fully set up, but you're going to have the whole thing running. You're going to get it up and it's going to be running, and it's going to be running around the clock for you with using a scheduling tool. You'll have it done in 3 weeks. And if you're really good, you might have done less than that, but you'll have it done in 3 weeks because that's all longer it takes. So when I do overhauls for people, even large companies, if I do an overhaul, it doesn't take me that long. If it's a huge company, it might take me 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, because I'm doing a lot of boards, a ton of boards. with one of my 7-figure clients, I'm doing over 70 boards and still building out more boards because they just have a lot of products. And I want to make sure that I'm capturing the right audience for each one of those in a very, very creative way and getting them targeted. So, you don't need that many boards to get started and get going. So you can definitely take the challenge in 3 weeks. I'll have more information for you coming up in a little bit. All right, we'll look at the comments here. If you have any questions, drop below and I can help answer them. Hey Jody, how's it going? Yeah, I haven't been on here for a while, so I need to start getting back into the swing of things. Good to see you. Hopefully the sales are starting to increase for you as well. Right now is a great time with the fourth quarter, but you've been working on your Pinterest account for the entire last year, if not longer. So you're really set up in a good position here where you'll start to see a lot of sales coming in, and hopefully very, very consistently around the clock as well, because you've got your marketing channel going in Pinterest. All right, I'll let you go for today, and have a good weekend. We'll talk later. Bye.